Hello again, everyone, and we've gone live again. I'm just checking that sound there. Sounds like a shaky kind of sound. Yeah, it's on. We've gone live there now, and you're ahead of us in the studio again. So there you go. Oh, we're doing the Streamers Trophy now. Yeah, we're moving quite well with that now. Have we got 1 year or 2 years? Oh, yes, and I introduced the studio guest. Now, the studio guest today, the people said, we haven't seen Big Sherlock. What happened to him? We've seen Little Sherlock. There he is. He's been deep in the study. He's been off to college, haven't you? Didn't you go with me to college? I went off to college. Yeah, there he goes. In the bag, of course. He was hidden. Yeah, he goes. Nobody recognized him. And he's been keeping the seat warm for him, and baby Sherlock, yeah. But he's had to come in because everybody's come in for the master streamers. But Big Sherlock never turned up. Well, hmm. He's been a regular for a long, long, long time. We had to have a studio guest to be invited in Jubilee Bear today to say hello to Big Sherlock. Hey, hello, Big Sherlock. I haven't seen you since I got here. And I got here at Easter. I started your new course in March, did you? It's a studier kind of thing, you know. He studies all the time, night and day. Yeah, that's Big Sherlock, baby Sherlock, and oh, Jubilee Bear. Oh yes, and when I come to King, I'll come to that later on. But we're doing there's been a surprise, and first of all, we'll do the streamers. Yes, go in the middle of the streamers trophy. Now, the first round closed. Now, it's from the day, from now. Yeah, it was a one or two, might have been added overnight, but it's closed now. So here we go with the results. Of course, we're going to check these results thoroughly yet, during the day. But first, of course, it's Billy's selection for the day. Billy's selection is Bonnie Lob's Fish Market, custom Big Mouth Billy Bass, Take Me to the River. Yes, that's what he sings, Take Me to the River. Al Green, Sol Johnson in the 70s, and then I think it was in the beginning of the 80s, Talking Heads, Take Me to the River. He sings also Bobby McFerrin, 1988, I think it was. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah, and well, Boney Loves Fish Market provides two today because it provides Sherlock's choice as well, just by coincidental. Sherlock chose Zebby 1998 Dillard's Hip Stringing Bear because he likes bears, Sherlock, with being a bear, and Billy likes fish. Here comes Santa Claus. Yeah, he got a clause in his contract. Yeah, yeah. If I see a fish, I'll run, he says. I'm sitting on my seat. And there's Billy on his plaque. Right, move on with the streamers, if we can get voice recognition. Yes, and we've got Rockafire MD, The Look, a new one, on animatronics, and he's taken on Titanic Fog's new one. Oingo Boingo is back again because Titanic Fog used to do them. He just stopped doing them, so we stopped putting them up. Counties, because he's got nothing more to put up. Counties Sweat, October the 30th, 93, at Irvine Meadows Amphitheatre, Irvine, CA. We used to do a lot of Oingo Boingo and a lot of Titanic Fog as well. I remember when he got stuck in the fog, yeah. But last night he took on Rockafire MD. in the first round. Rockafire MD versus Titanic Fog. Well, there was no fog, but Titanic Fog still got lost. No, and Oingo Boingo, you got beat by Rockafire MD. He got more votes than what you got. And I can tell you that was just earlier this morning. We have this abandoned singing fish again, which is 36101. And he was taking on a David Ortiz girl at random. Just a random one. We just chose from random, David. And guess what? David lost again. And his girl. And he's lost his girl. 36101 beat him. Yes. So he goes through. But David, of course, has got a few other chances. He got a random. They like this girl better, the one with this is the random with the blonde hair. David can separate them. Well, actually, a strange thing happened here as well, just coincidental. That David Ortiz took on David Ortiz, and random took on random. But I was saying that, so we cannot really split them. The 1826 video with the girl with the the blondish kind of hair, she won the battle. And then we had William P.J. He sang with great love, My Little Runaway. Yes, Del Shannon Runaway, and William P.J. did him. And when I sung a little while back, I did Del Shannon's Runaway. I sort of enjoy that song. William, you was up against Skylar's Funny. And isn't that funny? I see you sitting there with you, smiling, singing along with Del, and hoping that you'd run away with it. You should have been able to beat Skylar's Funny, surely. But it was very tight, and was very tight. And we had to call for the extra vote, because it went down to 1. But you lost, William. You were beaten by Skylar's Funny. And Skylar's Funny does a fee. That's what he does. He got his little crawly creature there, and he does a fee. So now you can sit and sing that one. And the freight train drifter, about 5 hours ago, he came down the line on the BNSF manifest in Granger, meet on the Marshall Line subdivision in Ethel, Missouri. And he did well. He did well. He's only been through in the station there, through in the lights there 5 hours ago. He came up against the David Ortiz random, and he absolutely beat him. Absolutely. He ran over him. Freight train drifter ran over David Ortiz and his girl. They shouldn't have been lying on the railway line. I know people when I love the lie in some funny spots, but they shouldn't have been lying on the railway line. And there they go, David Ortiz and his girl got beat again. And the rumpus machine, has been turned on, yes. But everybody in the band's in a bit of a summer daze at the moment. We don't know whether we've got the full electric power or whether the machine's going to work. So it was Summer Days original at the Rock Quest 2023 Hertz. Yes, does when it doesn't go. Heats. Hertz and it heats up, yes. The machine heats up, but it doesn't seem to go on full power yet. Rumpus Machine, live at the Classic Rock and Original Band. But there it's going quite well now. With the latest video, that is, it's going quite well. And that's the new Rumpus Machine for you there. But Voting is voting, and the Rumpus Machine took on Tyler G. And this only happened 9 hours ago. But they both got plenty of votes. It was very close for a while. But then Tyler G, I'm afraid he ran away with it. Lewis Halloween 2023 Cemetery Arch. And he did that while he was in his shorts. That's Tyler G. He won that one. And then another one from David Otis. Carter versus me. What? You couldn't keep up with Carter, David? Carter? Carter USM, the unstoppable sex machine. How could you keep up with him? He's only living by a New Cross. That's because the girls only like him. Carter, I've done Carter many times before. Carter USM. Only living by a New Cross. Even an old lady's knock on his door. Carter versus me. And David went actually well in this one. He broke away from his pictures of girls there. And just on the thumbnail, I haven't seen the whole video. And he did quite well. He took on another one of his own, random, and he beat that one. So at least he got one through to the second round. We're still doing the latest ones. We're not going to do them all because we done a lot yesterday. But we will put the results up today. In the animated stuff collector, items for sale. Well, first of all, his shorts. eBay is for sale if you got 100 million. And Dan D's for sale, and so is Jimmy if you offer the right price. Yeah. So Ian, the animated stuff collector, he was in a real battle. Yes, it only took place 11 to 10 hours ago. He came up against Marty Snow. And he says, where's the snow? And Marty says, the rockin' fish, the singing animation. And they went hammer and nail at it. And it was very close at one time. But Ian just couldn't manage to beat him. Marty Snow beat him. Only a few votes in it. Yes, Marty Snow beat Ian. J.H. Horns, Spirit of Halloween, new animatronic Madame Leota, Tombstone, leak. J.H. Horns, she always goes quite well. They liked him, the voters. He took on Lady BZ, who's a singer, but she only does covers, you know. And Lady BZ lost. J.H. Horns is quite tough to beat. Lady BZ was doing a new one, Elizante's Sunhouse, some editorial original. And remember, she's also down in Brazil. So do pay her a visit, J.H. Horns, yes. So a bit tricky for her, but and she cannot take on the professionals like Lisa Live and that, but there you go. And David Otis was up again, trying to get a good early start with another random and another girl. Yes, and he took on a StreamYard from Inanimate Stuff Collector. I told him not to bother getting his feet wet in the StreamYard because he was beaten by David Otis. Wasn't too much in it, but David just shaded it. So that's 2 defeats for Ian. And these only happened in the last 24 hours. This next one was 14 hours ago. Skylar Studios, Cool Man Snowman 2 in his shorts. By saying my lovely knees are frozen. And guess what happened? Skylar Studios came up against Skylar Studios 15 hours ago with a Jimmy Green trim spinning snowflake snowman. But he lost to the Cool Man Snowman. It was the Cool Man Snowman that won Skylar that battle. So he will be carried forward to the next round. The next battle was Owen KTB. This happened 16 hours ago. Jimmy Christmas Bing Crosby going to do 3 songs. Yes, one is White Christmas, one is Sing Along Santa, and one is Vote for Me. Yes. And he took on the Duke. Well, you would have thought the Duke would have killed him. But he didn't. The Duke was the Duke of Earl. Dressed in his robes and his top hat there. Give me the moonlight. His stick, his magic wand, but his wand didn't have any power. Duke of Earl, classic songs played on trumpet. Yes, but he lost that one. It was tight for a while, but Owen did shade him in the end. So Owen won that one with a Christmas Bing Crosby. About 20 hours ago, there was a battle taking place. This sounds good, which is the cute fish in his shorts aquarium. Beautiful aquarium, which and he took on Bonnie Lob's Fish Market because the fish market opened early when the fish came in. But he didn't have any. He didn't take on board. My mistake. Sorry about that. He didn't take on Bonnie Lob's Fish Market. That's the next one. He took on Hortex Emph. Strawman versus Bug Zombie, Spirit of Halloween, Halloween edits. And this sounds good. He lost to Hortex Emph. Yeah, that's that one. Then we have the Bonnie Lob's Fish Market, which custom Billy Bass, and he took on Snowy's Animatronics and he lost. Yes, the fish market opened early, but he still lost. Yeah, he lost to Snowy's Animatronics, Cuddleborn Christmas Cheeks. Yes. And then some people flew to Japan and had a breakfast, Japanese breakfast, a breakfast of macadamia nutcase and the soba galore. And, oh yeah, he took on the teen vlogger. But his match has been postponed because the teen blogger is doing a premiere. And he doesn't premiere until 6/6/23 at 12 a.m. And that's upcoming. So that'll be tomorrow when we'll get the result of that one. But the view of the panel at the moment is that we think Japanese breakfast has lost that one. We can see enough votes coming, but of course it hasn't officially come yet for teen vlogger. So that one can't be confirmed until tomorrow. It's been postponed. Match postponed. And the Acme cow, that cow's definitely suffering from acne, foot and mouth disease, if you ask me. That animatronic person He took on Lady BZ a day ago. Really? And he went down out to Brazil to see her. Yes, Lady BZ, Samo Terrier, the original, editorial son who. And guess what? He lost, he wasn't on home ground, no. Animatronic person lost to Lady BZ. And that's official. One day ago, Ian was back in the StreamYard, and he took on another Lady BZ. Because some of them's got more than one, you know, we accept that. It was up to them how many they want to put in. They can't put any more in now this round because the round's away. Finished today, waiting for the results. So Ian and his StreamYard, he got beat by Lady BZ. With the cover of Elba Ramhalo Adachako. Naturally, David Otis was in reverse. Yes. He was up against Robotical Halloween. And Robotical Halloween won fairly easily, very easily. Soon, Cheng Galaxy Robot Ranger Audio Rip. Now, the next match was Robotical Halloween again with Millennium Robot Audio Rip. And he was taking on Brylan, the video editor, with Ike. But again, Robotical Halloween, he won. Brylan, the video editor's second chance, this time, it's sucking me in. Yes, it's sucking him in. It does suck you in this competition. It's called the Streamers Trophy. Some of it's a bit swampy in places, so it does suck you in, so watch out for it. Yeah. So, Brylan went up against Halloween Hangout. And there was no chance for him. Halloween Hangout sucked him in. Kid plays TF2 particle mode and sucks at it. Yeah, he sucked at it. Yes, that's him. Halloween Hangout won that one. Now, Mark Juggernuggets wants to ask me a question. Are UFOs out there? Well, of course. How do you think the alien got to Earth here? He didn't get him down in a banana. Yes. And Mark Juggernuggets, just one day ago, he took on Damien Snow. Poor old Damien Snow. All the items that my teacher got me. Very nice. But Mark Juggernuggets nailed him to the wall. He absolutely hammered him. Well, he was using UFO technology, you see. Damien, he was using UFO technology. You didn't have a chance with I used his laser on you, man. You had no chance. Poor old Damien Snow. We'll give him another chance because he had no chance. And Brian, the video editor, he's a junior. 1 Gao, C chord major 16. 6 effects. He took on the cheesy rat because he could smell a rat. Casually interrupts the pizza times. Brown stream, and of course the rat couldn't eat his pizza. And he was struggling. But then somehow something interrupted Brylan, and the cheesy rat just got over the line. Yes, he just made it. A cheesy rat won that one. Rocky 867 had to shout for help, but he couldn't quite get his words out of his mouth, and it sounded more to like whelp, whelp. Yes, and he was doing so well. And he came up against the Rockefeller RMD. Erica Shaw in her shorts, yes, animatronics, FNAF. And it was a struggle between these two, and they were good streaming, yeah, both of them. And the voting was going wild, but Rockefeller RMD got it. ONKTB was Dan the animated wobbling Santa. The rummage sale find. It came up against Flaming Quilliver 46, singing fish. Yes, Owen heard him singing in the rain. A decent battle between these two, but then Owen started just to pull away, and he didn't win by an awful lot, but he's won comfortably. After a bit of a struggle. And then old KTB's other one, animated snowman head rummage sale find. He took on Flaming Quilliver again with a bubba fish. But this time, the bubba fish bited his fingers off. And Flaming Quilliver 46 won that one. Marty Snow, Jimmy 2001, is animated Frosty the Snowman plush. Was taken on Skylar Studios with a Jimmy sample bobbing Halloween Snoopy, but the Skylar Studios beat him. And then we have the Jimmy Big Frogs by Joe P. And he was taking on another David Otis. And yes, he beat David easily. Fens random for David Otis. But Jimmy Big Frogs, Joe P, wins that one. And we're just calling that just all at the moment, because the rest we done yesterday. If I get a quick results, SJC Entertainment v. Coles, Clark and the Quarantine Kids, they won that one. Bonnie Lob's Fish Market, up against Teen Vlogger, Bonnie Lob's won that one. Rocky 867's Elmore against William PJ, Rocky 867 won that one. Next one win was Mac Juggernuggets got beat. Yes, he got beat in his own game. Brian Spitz goes insane. The voting was tremendous. But this fella just wiped him away. Best game player. Got in the band. 3 mobile Gattons in 10 of them. And they took all his Mac Juggernuggets. And George Music for all 4 seasons. He was up against another George Music for all 4 seasons. On the Radio 64, lost to Cynthia Whale. Rest in peace. That was the one who won it, George. And you, Ben Hope, he was up against Ian, who was still busy in his StreamYard, so you, Ben Hope, won that one. And Mr. Halloween Dude against the funniest animals. Well, the funniest animals wasn't allowed, so we gave a bye to Halloween Dude. And then the Carpetbagger. Could we find anybody to take him on? Yes, we found Tyler G. He says, I'll have a go. A spirited go by Tyler J, I must say, but he had no chance with the Carpetbagger. And now they're going to put the red carpet out officially. Yes. We'll see it someday, the red carpet. Yes. And then in the next battle, the Jimmy Wowie guy took on David Ortiz at random. Decent win for the Jimmy Wowie guy. Yeah, no really hard effort. He just strolled to it. And Horned Prowler up against MT Creations. Well, he absolutely ran away. Horned Prowler won that one. Tyler G has another goer. Halloween costumes, the Wailing Banshee, this one. And he came up against Skylar Studios and he beat him. BVH in the world came up against This Sounds Good. And what a battle. It was close one way and it was the other. But This Sounds Good, he shaded him in the end. That was hungry like a bow tie. George, music for all 4 seasons, Froggy Valley in the 4 seasons. It is 60 years ago they toured the UK, took on the freight train drifter, but he stormed right past them and went and won that one. A-Co-op's videos coming this summer, but he's still coming on the June the 14th. He's not upcoming with a premiere or anything like that, so we kind of hold him back. And he's up against Tyler G, who is quite well supported, and he won this one. This is the worst part about walking at Spirit of Halloween, especially when you're in your shorts in the winter. And David Random at Orders. This was a poor effort for him, but just another girl. He came up against a dubstep dodge, but there was actually a battle, there wasn't a great deal in it. The dubstep dodge just went through. Is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. But a rather close one in the end there. J.H. Horns, what kind of Spirit of Halloween video is this? He took on Cold Clock on the quarantine kids. Well, he cannot live with the singers, so he got hammered. J.H. Horns was nailed up on the wall. There's little Bellamy giving him the guitar. Banana Animation. Incredible formation mod, but no chance against another Juggernuggets. Competitors fight over the cameraman's job. And he won that one. J.H. Horns. He didn't pull as much on this. Spirit of Halloween 23, the one I'm talking about, came up against the goofy Parade Kid. But of course was enough to beat him, The Monkey Judy. This is Stingy Jaya up against the Monkey Judy. And this is Foodie Floyd. And guess who won? Stingy Jaya or the Foodie Floyd? It's the Foodie Floyd. He won. Because he hugged Mum behind. Oh, yes. Great to see him hugging Mum's behind to request for a Thailand dessert. So when you want a Thailand dessert, that's what you've got to do. Hug Mum's behind. Yes. And that was the winner of that one. And the next one was Ninja Tune, Mr. Scruff, Trouser Jazz. And he came up against the carpetbagger, had no chance because he got his car back and he just whizzed round the track and said, bye-bye, Ninja. Got in the ban, doing very, very well with his. Is well supported. He came up against Marty Snow with his Jimmy Ski and Snowman. Marty didn't stand a chance. Wiped off the board. Joe P with his Jammy Mini Pop Culture series. And of course, he gets a bye because he no chance against Connie Talbot official. He's a pretending you're dead, Joe. But he got a bye because he cannot take on the professional singers. David Ortiz is random. And a decent kind of vote with this girl. And he won this one. He came up against Chance, whoever he is. He took a chance. He changed his name fairly late. Crazy World from Victor Viola. But he lost that to David Ortiz. So at least David got some through. Tyler G, weird little skeleton, especially in his shorts, came up against Brylan, the video editor, Ice Cream Truck. But Tyler G won that one. Jocelyn Inflatable and Tractor Guy. Jimmy Halloween Airblown Inflatable, Disney. But Mark Juggernuggets run right over him. Call someone, Jess. Mark Juggernuggets took on one. Brylan, the video editor, 2023, took on Owen KTB. 7 a.m. waking up in the kitchen with a sausage in his hand. Yeah, well, Owen, he didn't get it easily, but he strode to it in the end. And Brylan, the video editor, up against, which is preview 2 Terry's this time, up against Fiji Flower, and that was close as well. Why they played Pepper's birthday featuring, well, anybody, Magic Daddy Stripper, and Fiji Flower won that one. Brylan, the video editor's next one, was the All 4 Tuba Kids. It came up against CBS Arcello Disney Called by Ian. I lost that one. Ian won that one. Then we had George Music for all 4 seasons up against the David Ortiz and walked him. You beat him easily. George Bob Gaudio in the 4 seasons, that one. And Tracy's BTS in boxing took on Clowning with AZU, but Tracy's BTS won it fairly comfortably. Mr. Halloween Dude, let's look at the new limited edition Psychotic Circus of Savannah and the Neon Ice Cream. He took on Tracy's BTS Unboxing the Planet, but Mr. Halloween Dude won that one. Lady BZ official, I'm pleased that the ladies won something. Lady BZ and Chongo cover of Elba Ramello took on the Rubber Revolver. Dove, the Band of Love, live at the New No Now Wave. No, it's No Near Never No More festival. And Lady BZ comfortably beat that one. Sam Sardonic's Halloween, Nuzzles the Clown, won. Took on Bredex Archive and comfortably beat him. Bredex was doing a big bout. Billy Bass gets destroyed. People didn't like Billy getting destroyed there. So. Ian was back in his StreamYard for another one. And he took on Sam of Sardonic's Halloween and lost. Sardonyx won it only 50 MP4. And Jeremy Lee Parks a ventriloquist, so he got an extra vote for his dummy, Jeremy and Johnny Cashless with a live band. And they all got an extra vote. But they needed about 20 extra votes or more. Took on Holiday Studios with Bro and lost. Holiday Studios win that one. Andrews 119. Anya's kindergarten graduation. Took on William PG. And William got the triumph there. Small cover Love Me Tender by Elvis. And William went through comfortably in the end, and I gave him a little bit of a challenge, but he got through. David Ortiz at random 3. Hey, he took on a sky though, funny. This was very tight. This one was almost called a draw. It was that tight. Fine Toy Company, 2006 blockheads, all 8 characters. But just got an extra vote, came in for David Ortiz, and he just got it. He had to use the extra vote. So he just shaded that one by one vote. And that was David Ortiz at random 3, the 10.5 one. Flaming Quilliver with his black and white hanging spider. He took on a monkey. Oh, he was tickling him for a while. But Jolly sit eating the food by herself and saying, I'm not giving that spider any. No, and Monkey Judy, she won that one. And then Monkey Judy Jolly stand up straight to search for his food, because he wanted to try and look on the top shelf. Yeah. And he took on Lady B's head and, of course, beat it. I don't want about it, the cover of Rod Stewart. I don't want to talk about it. It is Rod. It is Lady B's head. Yeah, so Monkey Judy won that one. And Ninja Tune, copy of the link below, that one, up against Monkey Judy with Foodie Jolly loves sun-dried clams. That one won. And Monkey Judy got another one. Jolly stay near Mum throughout the day. And Moody sit on Mum's lap. Yeah, like a little baby there. But it was Jolly stay near Mum that won it. And Tyler G, don't break the Halloween decor. Up against Gabriella's 9797. But we had to call a halt because Gabriella was killing them. So we're not allowed to take on the singers, so we gave Tyler G another go. We gave him a bye. And Chance, Tilly the Tortoise, eating orange pepper, came up against best game player and absolutely got eaten alive. Took his tortoise as well. He had no chance. And then he had another go. Now he bound to be a little bit better once he got a little bit of experience. Tilly the Tortoise eating dandelion leaves for chance. But then he took on My Silent Bravery. Now, I mean, My Silent Bravery is a band. Keep chasing that feeling. They didn't win by mountains, you know, but it was a bit of a challenge there. But then, of course, Matt and his guys stood away a little bit, winning comfortably, but not quite too comfortably, if you know what I mean. Andrews 119, these kids getting sturdy to Grace's corner. Oh, poor Andrew 119. He took on Monkey Judy. It's Moody's sleeping time, and now he's dreaming about Andrew. He absolutely hammered him. Yes, and that was Moody Judy winning. And Emily Lynch, a place where we used to be, is a video. And she took on Halloween Animatronic Channel. Don't worry, Halloween Animatronic Channel, you were given a bye. because you couldn't take on Emily because she's a singer and absolutely hammered you. But you were given a buy. We just put it up to see what would happen. We knew what would happen kind of before it happened. Predictions, you see. Another one hard to cope with. Lost animals. The funniest animals fun with cats and dogs. The cats and dogs like to battle amongst themselves. They took on Ian here from Walmart at the Tiller Disney cars. Ever been anybody beaten? It was Ian. He was beaten here. Well and truly beaten. He never had a chance even though he was in his shorts. And he was only up against the cats and dogs. Hortex Emph. This is the HTA Halloween one. Close one here. He took on Cheesy Rat, 1984 Chuck E. Cheese I'm talking about. And Julie lost it in the end, but it wasn't a great, it sometimes was a bit doubt in it, and it wasn't a great, neither of them rocketed away in votes. Sand the Clown Haunter, Halloween costumes, new animatronics. He took on Kutaro the Ghost, which is nice to see him popped up again, you know. But Julie lost. He lost to Ascend the Clown Haunter, who won fairly comfortably. That's a very comfortable winning distance, that. Fiji Flower with a YTP Osala took on Halloween Hangout. Threatened to be a little bit battling. It was a little bit tight at the start, but by the finish, Halloween Hangout, it run out a comfortable winner. Carrie Warburton, now don't be afraid of her. She's not that real professional type of singer where she's going to get absolutely thousands of votes. But she's part of your world, Carrie Warburton. She took on MT Creations, who put up a little bit of battle for her. It was touch and go. Touch and go, Carrie. But Carrie got the touch, then she got the go, and then she just managed to pop over the line. So there you go. Carrie Warburton won that, beating MT Creations. Randy Lent was saying, give me a go. Yes, I bought Pee-wee's pies. Well, we say you're taking on Mr. Halloween Dude is extremely rare. Standing face changing witch. Not scared of his witch, he says. So Randy Unso, he won that. Well, not Randy Unso, I'm getting mixed up with the other Randy. This is Randy Lent. Randy Lent beats Mr. Halloween Dude. Seb's workshop. He seriously went Tokyo Drift mode. He beats Banana Animation. Atlas Earth. Fairly, oh, that's comfortable. It's a comfortable win, that. Not easy at times, but just he had enough. Snowy's Animatronics. New toys was up against Josh the Inflatable and Tractor Guy. Easiest win for Josh. He was never really troubled. Chilling Props. Anybody came up against him, especially with his Memorial Day vampire, was in for a hammering. And that went to So Far So Good, who never in a challenging position. He lost, truly lost, heavily. SPL4, creeping towards the door. Now, this was a very tight one. SBL4 took on Property of Halloween. And it was quite close at one time, but just in the end, towards the line, SBL4 crept over. And he won that one. Holiday Studios, with his abandoned house number 7, took on Wyatt the Scarecrow Halloween Haunter, and Julie beat him. I didn't really think that these would happen, but certainly, I don't know, the surprise. As I thought Wyatt the Scarecrow Halloween Haunter was quite good, but he got well beaten there by Holiday Studios. Halloween C is another one, New Spirit of Halloween. 23. Taking on Jimmy Addiction. No chance for Jimmy Addiction. He lost that one. Skylar's Funny. Fine Toy Core. Took on the Teen Vlogger live stream with 37 others. Teen Vlogger got that one. Mona Lisa Twins. Let's talk about recent album. Robotical Halloween. Just casually playing. Robotical Halloween got a bye because he cannot take on Mona Lisa Twins. He lost that one heavily anyway against these singers. Jimmy Original, the Jimmy Repair Guy, came up against Garrett Thompson, beatbox short. And Jimmy Repair Guy win that one well. Brylan, the video editor, he came up against This Sounds Good, Life is a Flower. This Sounds Good wasn't an easy match, but he did enough. This Sounds Good. And Diamond Animatronics, yes, Bunny in a Mask. He came up against Bean, Baby One More Time, but he win that one. So, Diamond Animatronics win that one. Fairly comfortably in the end. Snow Business against Shannon Nas. Show Business win that one. Anna Santina up against Peter C. and Hannah. We give Peter C. and Hannah a bye because he cannot compete with Anna Santina, who's a singer, and pulls them in 1,000 a day. And Peter with his prototype, Frank eBay. The next one is Type A Houston, Frequency, up against Dr. Cockner with a new Evelyn Head. Type A Houston, yeah, wins that one. Mary Mendoza, well, what can I say? She lost service May the 25th. She drew no votes. They didn't vote for her. They didn't like it. Something put them off, Mary. 27 minutes on your phone. I know you do a little prancing and dancing, but you were up against Rocky at 6'7", and so he just really walked past you, slowly rotating Teddy Ruxpin, just slowly. DJ Loves Mongoose, he keeps changing his name, he's an animator. It's the pony-infected doggy piggy film. But he lost to Tatum, the Jimmy Collector. I got a sitting Scarecrow. Fantastic. He beat Jimmy Master Animatronics. SJC Entertainment then took on Damien Snow. SJ Entertainment with a small horsey. And Jimmy with Jimmy Rockers. But Jimmy Rockers won it for Damien Snow. Clowning with AZU. Music to make that frown turn upside down. He took on Green Science Boy and lost. I think that page is going to turn. Oh, there's one more on that page. Larissa Live, You Give Love a Bad Name, up against Marty Snow. Absolutely killed him. He's not allowed to take on Larissa Live, so we give him a bye. Bye to Marty Snow. Walls Drugs singing Sam the Gorilla Man. hard to get up here because it's just the power that we're having. We're not having a problem, but it means we've got to provide more power because our screens went kind of blank. When we now turn that page, I hope I'm still alive in the studio. Because once I did a full studio session, and when I looked back in the studio, I wasn't there. It had jack-packed, and I didn't know that. Now I've got on the next match, I've got No Way Heavy Hand against Deep Adventures. Deep Adventures DJ Harvey win that one. Fly By No. I'm pleased he's made some progress in something. He's beaten Megs. Do you trust your brain? Fly By No up against Megs. Fly By No wins. The Jammy Wowee guy taking on TR Fan. Jammy Wowee guy won that one. Japanese Breakfast up against Johnny Daniels. No chance for the Japanese Breakfast. He did get a few votes, but Johnny Daniels, don't fret, Johnny. You've beaten the Japanese Breakfast. Go and have a plate of rice now. Go and have an Academia nutcase. Tunes, animatronics and more. Up against classic songs played on trumpet. Now this one was really tight. And they both pulled good votes. Reasonable votes. Not absolutely the massives. But just steady voting between the two of them. One was ahead, the other was ahead. In the end, we didn't really know. But just towards the end, one crawled in front. Tunes, animatronics and more was Spirit Halloween Billy Butcherson up against classic songs played on trumpet. Red Red Wine on trumpet wins. Hornzilla, you never saw this coming, up against Cole Clark and the Quarantine Kids. It's not. I can only see it half popping at the bottom. It's the Rumpus Machine. I couldn't see the picture of them there. This one's the Symphony of Destruction. Up against Jimmy Gaiman, and anyway, I was going to say it didn't really matter anyway, because Rumpus Machine won that very easily against Jimmy Gaiman. Elijah, the animatronic collector, took on Jack. Jack changed his name just a couple of weeks ago. We don't really know who Jack is, but Jack is Jack. Jack is back, doing a Jimmy prototype bat. And he won that one. William P.J. wheel turning. Sorry, William, I've never done anything with that one. It's not one of your best. Bridex Archive, you took on Macy's Thanksgiving Day, and they beat you. Blanca's Nostalgia Corner, Bob the Builder, Wow Squad Network win it. Fairly easy. Ren YT, hi, against Chuck and Jasper Studios. Chuck and Jasper Studios win it fairly well. Animatronic Prowler, Monty the Monkey up against Victor Bowman, Joshua Bin, that is. Let's have a look at it. Again, animatronic Prowler, because having the pop was one being at the bottom. Joshua Bin, yes, and Joshua Bin won that one. Okay, on the 16th of May, up against Collectible Animated Antiques. Collectible Animated won that one. The Trumpets Call, Siren Range, up against Groove and Props 97. Groovin Props win that one. The Rockefeller Explosion up against CTT Robotics. Rockefeller Explosion win that one. Willie Loves Halloween against ATV Riding Trail. ATV Riding Trail. A tightish one. Slime from Meltrick up against Weber Fiestas. Weber Fiestas, he just took them. Yes, Weber Fiestas win. Randy Unshaw, Jimmy Spinning Snowflake up against Calibre Carter. Not much chance with Calibre Carter using like professional artists, you know. They would have to be watched, but they took all Randy there and beat him. Gordon, I think Freeman was his name, but he's in the Japanese sign now. He took on Tengo Fingo, Telgo Vampire, and Julie lost. Tengo Fingo win. Jake, the holiday guy, took on, squinting at the bottom again, it's Rozov, PW. He does have supporters, you know, but Jake, the holiday guy, won that, even though he's Russian. Jockey Hall Productions, Lobo, Animatronic Builder, Jockey Hall Productions, win that one. Monica B. Gennaro, Billy Ellis, Boss Around the World, Tumbling Dice from Renata Sings Ronstadt Songs. A bye for Renata because can it take on Monica B. Gennaro? I've been called away. Hello. Hello there. Hello. Hello there. How are you? All right. I might be going this afternoon, yeah. All right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Peach. I'm trying to get that. I don't know what they are. Peach. Orange. What? Orange and what? Salmon. I don't know about that. No, you're kind of tired of look again. It's peach and all. Just get my money again. Steady, steady, steady. See what happens tomorrow. You'll be on tomorrow morning. You'll be on. Okay, I'll try and get it. Yeah, right. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm sorry about that one, but again, I've got to be called away for things, you know. Um, no, it'll be difficult. It'll be different when you get your bear, you know, or whoever's going to do the show, because they won't be called away. Because they're not manning phones or other jobs to do. Showbiz Cheese, lend a hand. Yes, up at beaten Noelia Patricia. And the Jimmy Store against the Jimmy Brothers, well, you know, that's both the same thing. You know, they're both the same. Now, what happened here is, we're really going to have to go to another count up because we couldn't split them. but it's both practically the same one. We gave it to the Jemmy store at the moment, but there might be alteration. Could be alteration on any of these when we review. Not purely subject to the pure result at the moment. Showbiz Striker up next against Annie Keaton, and Showbiz Striker win that one. Dream Factory's Rockefeller Explosion. Looney's Lounge beating Ryland. Rockefeller Cowboy taking on CJ Honda. Rockefeller Cowboy. And an exciting battle. 1-1, not by an awful lot. Fabi Universe taking on Yellow Flash, another exciting battle there. Yellow Flash just getting up on him later on. These, of course, got to be rechecked if case I've made any mistakes on them. And Sakayato, the yokai, 68. But we will produce the second round by tomorrow. We'll have the list up for you. Sakayako up against VT4. VT4 won that. Batch the Honda. Up against China Fake Collector. An exciting battle here with China Fake Collector getting it. Guitar Ollie beats Spitz Louie. Corey Singer was beaten by Joshi Guy 3000. Mr. Sink, an exciting battle. Probably the most exciting on the list, apart from the two Jemmy brothers. Mr. Sink and Sprinkle. We had another exciting one earlier on with David Orders, but yes, Mr. Sink, they were just coming up to the line, and Mr. Sink doing his racing people, of course. He just stuck his head in front. He stuck his head in front on the line, and he just beat old Sprinkle. Blizzard up against Jimmy Animatronic Collector. A win for Jimmy Animatronic Collector. Zai up against E-Corpse Videos. E-Corpse Videos win that one. Titanic Fog up against Logan. The Jimmy Collector with Logan win that one. Animatronic Zone up against Tidoras. Well, Animatronic Zone win that one. Debo up against Trust in Christ. Debo win that one. Charlie Ray Alfonso up against No Love Kung Pao. That's the Temple. Charlie Ray Alfonso won that one. Halloween Fan 101 against Story of Undertale. Story of Undertale win that. Free as Mind Blowing. Yes, another one. This is the second one on our list. Never got any votes. Love Poem to our Fairies from their boys. So naturally lost to Kmart. Soul Impressions. Skull Crane Entertainment. Skull Crane Entertainment against Scott Krokoff. Interesting battle here. Skull Crane Entertainment did edge it later on. Raymond Halloween up against Ern Modek. There was nothing in it between them neither. But Raymond Halloween won it. Lewis Master Hunden. No, that's Space Mark. Looking at something else there. Lewis Master up against Gotta Love Piano. Sometimes you're looking down on the border and at that bottom, you see. Good battle between them, and Gotta Love Piano win that one. Too Slow. Yes, this was the third person that connected with no votes. Well, he'd been up over a month. He hadn't had any votes. People think he's too slow. Next level start. He got beat by you, Ben Hope. Paws and pals cannot compete with him. So fastest pitcher safari, we give a bye. And cool Coyle against Gahaiti. Gahaiti won that one. Buckethead, very low on votes, but he got some. Piano Man's Bird won that. Chelsea Inflatable God up against Pilgrim. Chelsea Inflatable God. Big Ray, Counter Strike for the Test Channel up against Miscellaneous Joe, who won that one. And the Epic Guitar Man up against Rocky the King Lobster, who won that one. Tub Cali took on Ryan Coxey. Tub Cali win. Furby Man took on Jaden Riley. Was declared a bye for Furby Man because couldn't take on Jaden Riley. Mangaloshi 41 took on Loxy D. Julie lost. Buddy Buddy Daw got through, yes, because beating JDL, that's Jonathan Lewis, and Taylor Clapback. Oh, he put a Bonnie Lopes Fish Market in now against Taylor Clapback, but Bonnie Lopes won it. And GQ 995 up against 360 101. GQ 995 win. Flaming Quilliver Mac tonight beating Peter Cushing for the Rabbit and Snail. Sama Sardonyx Halloween up against Horned Prowler. Horned Prowler was the winner. Cole the Kentucky Rail Fan up against Dominic Smith. Dominic Smith won that one. And Mr. Mile 1972 took on Flary the Cat and won. Bonnie Lopes Fish Market won the next one. Sorry, yes, it's right. I'm right. Bonnie Lopes Fish Market did beat Mayan 757. That's it then. If if thinking that there might be anybody missing, one or two dropped out. You know, I mean, if the list, maybe you think the list wasn't as the list was, that's probably because somebody dropped out. But that was a deleted video. You see, that's not my fault. You see, was taken away. I know there was at least one deleted video, so that would alter the structure of the list. But the list is right there as far as I can see it, and that's the final list. Right. Now we're going over to King because a lot of things has happened, you know. We've just done Streamers first round for you. Hectic as it was because we've had one or two, but it will ease you out. We've had one or two goes to try and get it done. And as I say, we had a delete the other day, and we had a delete there. And we had a delete on that, and that through the list, you know, it threw it. But of course, that's YouTube. So if it did, say somebody ended up with somebody else, other than they were expecting to end up with, well, somebody was deleted. Well, we don't even get that information. Right, we go to King of the Kingdom now. Now, it's really happening now because you got until July the 4th. That's our Independence Day. That's when we will anoint the new leader. Now, people say And this is what they're saying. They're saying we want to see the whole of the presenters in. No, not just the 10. But we did run a competition and there's well the chosen 10. If you see the whole of the presenters in, you'll see me. And I'll tell you, I'll be in the lead. But only up till the time that I vacate. You'll also see things like Big Sherlock here and Mr. Right and Jubilee Bear and Tiggy Bird and them, and you'll see them. The full list is available if you go to presenters there, and you'll see the full list of presenters. To have full list on King of the Kingdom, we decided just to continue with this at the moment. But if you want full list, we'll do full list for you. Maybe tomorrow we'll do the whole of the presenters. Right, so on King of the Kingdom, we've got Bunny Rabbit still way out in front. Sunny Dog. Not really closed on him. Sherlock Bear right behind Sunny Dog. I think Sunny Dog's picked up one. Guy the Guardsman and then Dory Bear. And then Mona Bear, Ted Bear, Jubilee Bear, Bugsy Bear, and Blue Bear still at the bottom. Okay. No, I haven't really got any time for any music for you. We've got the stock here. We'll have to do a one or two. Let's do a one or two. Right. Sure. I'll give you them on 3. Right. CD 1. M-Tune with Juicy Fruit. Terence Derby, Wishing Well. Heatwave, Always and Forever. That's the one I choose. And 2, First Choice, Love and Happiness. Sly and the Family Stone, Family Affair. And Honeycomb, One to Add. So I'd go for Sly and the Family Stone. And on 3, Al Green, Let's Stay Together. Robert Knight, Love on a Mountain Top. And the Isley Brothers, Between the Sheets. Go for Robert Knight, Love on a Mountain Top. Cannot. Only because you can. I got no space. I'll give them on 3. Nickelback, How You Remind Me. Monster Magnet, Space Lord. Papa Roach, Last Resort. Well, that would be our last resort. Nickelback, How You Remind Me. And on 2, Gary Moore, Parisian Walkways. The Trogs Wild Thing. Or Uriah Heep with Easy Living. Uriah Heep for me with Easy Living. And on 3, Is It Ugly Kid Joe, Everything About You. Dio, Holy Diver. Or the Scorpions, Wind of Change. Scorpions, Wind of Change, I think. Quite like a few of them. And on 2, I'll give you them on 2. CD 1, United We Stand, Brotherhood of Man. Thank You for Being a Friend, Andrew Gold. Band of Gold, Frida Payne. I think Band of Gold, Frida Payne. Give me that Ding Pimpkins one, 2 now. Hitching a Ride, Vanity Fair. Oh, I Want to Get Next to You, Rolls Royce. Hitching a Ride, Vanity Fair. Christmas, I'll give you them on 3. Wizard, I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. Slade, Merry Christmas, everybody. And Paul McCartney, Wonderful Christmas Time. I'd go for Slade. Merry Christmas, everybody. And on two, Brenda Lee rocking around the Christmas tree. K-Star, everybody's waiting for the man with the bag. For the man with the bag, everybody. I lost my way with that one because I'm not too sure what Kate is singing about there. It's a Cliff Richard, Little Town. No, it was Brenda Lee rocking around the Christmas tree. And on three, is it Kate Bush home for Christmas? Is it Maud Loney this Christmas? Or is it Christy Berg, a spaceman came travelling? I'd like to hear that one again. We only can until we can it. And when we can it, they end up all on the floor. The Wombats, a guide to love, loss, and depression. Right, is it Kill the Director? Is it Lost in the Post? Or is it School Uniforms? Kill the Director, I think. Eha. Is it Take on Me, Touchy, or Early Morning? I think Take on Me would probably suit me. Alphaville, very small. Is it Victory of Love, Summer in Berlin, or Big in Japan? The more Big in Japan, that's where they are, Alphaville. Average White Band, do you want to pick up the pieces? Let's go round again, or Queen of My Soul? Well, let's go round again and pick up the pieces at the same time. I'll give you them on three. These are the rock and roll years. That's how we do the jive. There's the spotlight shining in the background. Ain't that a shame that it couldn't be Fats Domino that she's swirling around there? Oh, he's a bit heavy, she says. I can't lift him. Is it Claudette, Roy Orbison? Or is it Jailhouse Rock, Elvis Presley? It's Jailhouse Rock, Elvis Presley. And on two, is it Bo Diddley? Bye, Bo Diddley. Come Softly to Me, Fleetwood's The Sandman by the Chaudettes. The Sandman by the Chaudettes, I like that one. And on three, is it Three Steps to Heaven, Eddie Cochran. Love Potion number 9, Clovers. Or Shake, Rattle and Roll, Big, or Big Joe Turner. I would go for... Had it there and lost it. Love Potion number 9. Yes. The Clovers. The Clovers I've got here. Because it has been done by quite a few bands, you know. Selena Gomez. What do we do, Selena? Do we kiss and tell? Do we act as a blonde? Or do we go The Way I Loved You? The Way I Loved You, Selena Gomez. And I kind of balance that balance down there, so there we go. There's his old tire. Brian Adams, so far so good. And there he is when he's sitting at the top. Are you on top, Brian? Yes, he says. Were you on top, and did you look that good? Looks young. In the summer of 69? Yes. Do you do it straight from the heart? Yes. Well, it's only love that you do, isn't it? Yes, he says. Summer of 69, Brian Adams. Atomic Kitten. That's them when they haven't heard the bomb. All sitting nice and cuddly, posing for the photograph. And then they say, boom. And then they're saying to each other, what's that, girls? Something went boom. That was your seat, Mary. It fell over. Oh, but you can sit on my knee if you want. Yes. Does it make you feel whole again? Use your imagination right now. Right now. Atomic Kitten. Alexandra Burke. Alexandra Burke. And is it the silence? Bad Boys are all night long. All night long is featuring Pitbull. Yeah, let's take all night long then. There you go. And that's it for the day. I've done another longer show. We'll have to sort all that out all day. Heavy walking in the studio will be off and on. You know, because you've got to get this second round draw now of the Master Streamers Trophy. The Streamers Trophy, just for short, to give it its short now. And there we go. So bye-bye from me, and bye-bye from Jubilee Bear, who's been sitting listening. I said, I just come in to say hello. I wanted to meet Big Sherlock, he says, because I've never met him. He's a great man, but I don't know him. He says, I knew a one called Baby Sherlock. Yes, he said, that's him there, Baby Sherlock. And that's the man, Big Sherlock. He can do amazing things with his eyes. He's looking at you. And there he is. And that's all for the day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. So bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, everybody.